Hi guys.
Hey. Hola, ¿cómo estás, mi corazón?
What?
I speak Spanish now.
Wow, this is new.
It's
Happy, a whole new J-Law.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
Month.
Woo!
Okay, guys, what are we talking about today?
Well, shit.
Well, since it's Pride Month, we're
Yeah.
going to be talking about,
Pride.
How
pride
we feel
and
during Pride Month.
and toxic issues and bigotry and making fun of it mostly.
I don't want to make fun of it.
Making fun of them.
Of how people are.
Yeah, making fun
feel
of
that.
them. Look,
Even in our own community.
Right.
that's the big one for me because bigots you already know, that's but then
They're
you don't
everywhere.
understand when it comes inside your own
Yeah.
community and you're like,
So she showed me this TikTok of a creator who's a bigger creator.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's just a test. She didn't mean to say that.
I didn't.
But
I meant to say it's just a text or something.
Whatever, I
But
don't remember.
it like transferred. It went test. Like
and I was like, you're right. It is a test. We're being tested.
Suri corrected me.
And so before she even said that to me, I had already commented on this person's video.
I was like, damn. She's
you
so
get blocked?
savage.
No.
I had to unfollow, but she was just like,
I
didn't
have
care.
and so Rhea likes to avoid drama, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't want to get into any confrontations with other influencers online.
I don't, but if it's for a good cause, like
But that's
fuck
what I'm
it,
saying.
I don't
like,
care.
We have big platforms for a reason. And when I see other creators with a big platform using it like in a hateful manner,
Yeah.
I get so disappointed, especially when you're part of our community.
Right.
It's just very cringe.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna call you out.
So let's just talk about what was said, so then you know everybody knows exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
It needs
So
to be talked about.
We see a lot of the times where people and even people in our community, they downplay how impactful it is to have a Pride Month.
Yeah. And why it's needed.
And I mean,
And why it started.
right.
Let's not forget the reason Pride started and why it's in the month of June.
Right.
Let's not forget Stonewall.
The sad part is we fight against bigots online and now we're having to fight against our own community.
The own community. Right.
It's disappointing.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's like the people, you have enough hate. Why within us? Like, why we should all have each other's back and make it that much more powerful where you can't fuck with us.
Right.
So anyways, the girl was pretty much saying, because that was what we were supposed to.
No, Jalen's right. Like it feels like we're being like attacked from all sides now. And it's like, who do you even trust? You can't even trust your own community.
Right.
No, you can't.
Exactly.
I think it's sickening though that like people within the community are trying to play to an audience in order to get fucking views.
100%.
That's exactly what that is.
And it's like, oh, I want the straights to like me, so I have to say this.
Yeah, it's like you need validation somewhere. You're not getting
The
it, so
sad
it's like
part,
let me
it's
do it
like,
the straight community.
It's not even the straights though, because we have a lot of support from the
Oh,
straight
hell
community.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
like the
The
majority of our
conservatives.
followers are straight women.
yeah.
Okay, but we do have that, but we also have they follow, and then I see comments on other like anti-LGBT and they're commenting. So I'm mutuals and I see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll see, we should have a flag. And I'm like, we're friends. Why the fuck are you following me if you feel that way? Like, super bizarre.
Can let's just get this out on the table. There's a Black History Month because Black History is silenced and still to this day, we don't know.
oppressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Pride Month because we were oppressed. We were
And we
still are.
fought.
right.
Just like
We rioted in the streets and we
Literally.
died for our
let's
rights.
just make it clear: the trans community, the black and brown, the trans community
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
one who started Stonewall.
Right.
Yeah. They
That's-
stood up for somebody.
Which is
getting
why they
beaten.
added it onto the flag.
Yeah. And even the rainbow flag represents something.
Each color represents something. And they actually took colors away because it was they didn't have that color fabric when they were making flags when they started making it. There was more than the colors that there are now. Like,
Yeah, pink.
yes.
Yeah.
Like 3-4 more colors that they were so boo-hoo that we're adding colors onto our flag. People get so butthurt about that.
Right.
It's so
Get
cringy.
over it.
I know.
And you don't need a White History Month because all history is white history.
And you've never
Literally.
been oppressed.
You don't need
Ever.
a straight
Y'all
Pride
are
Month.
the oppressors.
Yeah.
Like
Let's
it's just the real
And
talk.
not all of you. I don't want to generalize because we have, like I said, so much support
right.
on all sides. But to the people who are bigots and like internalized homophobics,
Yeah.
you don't want to admit it, but you do it in a way where it's so covert.
It's the save the children.
Save our children.
You know, they're like, they hide behind kids to hide their bigotry. They don't want to admit you're just homophobic. Just say that. This is my belief system. I choose to be hateful, and just say that.
They
but
don't
it's
want to
like,
admit it.
But that's so sad. Save our children. But your children are committing suicide because they can't be who they want to be
100%.
because of you. So save your own child. You save your child.
I say this all the time. I'm
idiot.
like, don't have kids if you don't offer unconditional love.
Right.
If you come with
Exactly.
conditions and, you know, my son isn't gonna be a gay and like already saying stuff like that. Why are you having kids?
They're saying they're trying to save their children from being from being indoctrined. Like we're trying to like convince them to be gay, right? But then we don't talk about the way that they're indoctrinated every day to be heterosexual,
right?
To be straight.
but they won't think about it that way
Or
because
be
that is
homophobic.
their
Because that's the
agenda.
norm, right.
That's their norm.
Yeah. And let's just be clear. Raise your hand if when you were 12, 13 years old,
I'm gonna already.
you remember any pride displays that would allude to you being gay.
Never.
When I was 13, I never saw a pride display. As a matter of fact, it was the opposite.
Yeah.
And I still knew I was gay.
They were just telling you basically to stay in the closet.
Yeah. Right.
Don't come out. You are not accepted. Here's basically what it says. So having pride and seeing it, like, I'm welcomed.
Right.
Like, there is no
Representation.
hate. When I see it, I literally feel like I'm safe.
You're a part
You're
of
included.
something.
I'm
Right.
included.
Yeah.
I feel safety. Like we went into town yesterday and there was pride flags on churches. There was pride flags on the stores.
Yeah.
I felt no one was causing riots over this in the street.
Right.
Everybody was just going about their day. It was,
Yeah.
and it was in a really like, it seemed like a really wealthy community. No one did anything.
Nobody gives a
Right.
fuck.
No.
And like you said, even Ayla's school.
I felt
has
Ayla's
pride.
school
That's amazing.
sent an email about, you know,
Pride Month
and you know, these
That's
events
like-
they want to do about it.
It's like saying Black History Month is like, we're trying to make the kids black.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Weird.
What?
I know. Like, are you afraid? Like, what are you afraid of?
I think they're afraid because they've experienced some type of feelings and they don't want to. They like, I don't know. It's just weird because they must have at some point felt something and then have pushed it down so far, because that was when I had internalized homophobia. I did. I mean, I tried so hard to push it down
I
that
feel like-
I saw other people and I internalized. I'm like, ew.
I feel like it's more
When I was young.
ingrained in religion.
Yes,
And how
that
people
too.
are brought up because they were told, no, you're wrong in doing that. Like, these people are bad. Don't talk about that. Don't do that. And then now they're passing it down generationally.
Yeah.
And that's literally
It's a
where
lot of projection.
100%.
When I was 13, I was in religion class to get my confirmation, because that's what you do when you're Catholic. And my religion teacher stood in front of all of us and basically said two things. If you explore with yourself, like masturbate, you're going to hell, which I wasn't doing at the time. And if you're gay, you're going to hell. And that was what I was taught. And as a child who knew at the time I had attraction for women or girls, it fucked me up. And that was the indoctrination that I experienced.
the indoctrination came also in every movie we've ever seen ever.
Yeah.
In every Disney movie, in every magazine we've ever seen. And so all of a sudden they're like, oh, our world's ending. Like, what's the world coming to? You think that homosexuality is just a new thing? You think trans people are a brand new, like, awakening?
Nope.
Yeah.
Like, let's be fucking real, because these people date back further than history books can even recount. This is a very normal behavior. You're just not used to it because the books that you've been reading in your church every Sunday aren't going to recount those things.
Nope. They've silenced it. Yeah. So basically all pride is, it's not indoctrinating children and trying to, we're not recruiting.
Plus, let's stop sexualizing.
Kids.
All you guys think about is sex. It's
Right,
weird.
that's
Like,
weird.
you don't see LGBTQ people as just normal people. You see people just having
Who have sex with each other.
It's so bizarre. Like,
Yeah.
stop sexualizing
It's just
us.
because you sexualize us and you...
That's a you problem.
That's because you're behind closed doors watching gay porn. So then when you see us out in public, that's all you
think
associate.
about. Or it's like, how do they fuck? Or that's all you think.
Like,
What are in their pants. Like,
Yeah.
you think about our genitals and like shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just want to call out this idiot on social media who
Yeah.
said all this stupid shit. I want to call her out on her shit.
No,
I
I
want to
know,
throw
I
receipts
know.
out there.
I know.
well, I don't, because I don't want to give it attention.
I
They
think-
thrive off clout like that. It just,
People pay enough attention that they're going to connect the dots themselves, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you can connect.
I'm
Yeah.
sure even if that person's listening, they'll probably understand exactly. She commented on her video, so she can.
You should have said on the comments, you should have been like, I'll be using this.
It's a
on my
good
podcast.
podcast topic.
If I want to go down the line.
Can we just like let them know what was said so
Yeah,
they
let's
understand?
talk about it.
Yeah. Let's talk about it, and then I want to go down the line, and we can all speak directly to this person.
Yeah.
Okay.
The video was her stating that basically we're annoying for being proud and for flying our flags, and we don't need a Pride Month, and we're just gay. No, we don't need to throw it in people's faces.
That we
and
eat pussy.
yeah, like that it's embarrassing basically that we should stop like being pick-me's.
And that she's never experienced any sort of oppression
because she came out in like 1992.
But she was never celebrated then either.
yeah.
right. And
Back
so
in my day.
because she's never been oppressed, no other gay child or trans
No,
child
she's just
has
her own
ever.
experience.
Right.
And no one else matters.
Basically, it's like, get over it. It's 2023. Like, we shouldn't be doing Pride anymore, is basically what she's saying.
And her Pride Month, her Pride flag is the American flag.
Right.